Hi everybody. In previous video you already discussed about one of the female reproductive organ of flower. That one is gynoecium. They have one or more carpels. It is also known as megasporophyll. It consists ovary, style and stigma. Stigma is tip of the style. It is helpful for receiving pollen grains. And style is elongated part in the gynoecium. Stigma is kept in higher position due to the longest style. Ovary is the fertile portion. It consists ovules and placenta. The arrangement of ovules and placenta is known as placentation. You already know different types of placentation like marginal placentation, axial placentation, parietal placentation, next one free central placentation and basal placentation. Okay. Now in this video I want to go to discuss about fruit. Let's discuss about the fruit in flowchart manner in details. Okay. The fruits are majorly categorized into true fruits, false fruits and parthenocarpic fruits. True fruits, false fruits and parthenocarpic fruits. True fruits means after fertilization, the fertile ovary is converted into fruit. That type of fruits are known as true fruits. Understand? False fruits means after fertilization, except fertile ovary, the remaining floral parts like thalamus and pedicel. Thalamus and pedicels are modified into fruits. This type of fruits are known as false fruits. The next one, parthenocarpic fruits. Parthenocarpic fruits means without fertilization, unfertilized ovary is converted into fruit. This type of fruits are known as parthenocarpic fruits. These parthenocarpic fruits are developed unfertilized ovary, so the fruits does not have any seeds. Okay. Let us discuss about in details about the true fruits. True fruits means what? Fertilized ovary is converted into fruit. These true fruits are again categorized into three. What are they? Simple fruit, aggregative fruit and compound or compositive or multiple fruit. The first one is simple fruit. Simple fruits means the fruit is developed from the syncarpus gynoecium in a flower. The fruit is developed syncarpus. Carpels are united. Syncarpus gynoecium in a flower is developed into simple fruits. Next one, aggregative fruits. Aggregative fruits means the fruit is developed from multicarpellary apocarpus gynoecium. Multicarpellary apocarpus gynoecium. This type of fruits are known as aggregative fruits. Next one, compound or compositive or multiple fruits. In this compound or compositive or multiple fruit, the fruit is developed from multicarpellary syncarpus. Multicarpellary syncarpus gynoecium. Inflorescences like spike, spadix and catkin inflorescence. That means the entire inflorescence is modified into multiple fruit, compositive fruit or a compound fruit. Okay. Simple fruits are again categorized on the basis of their pericarp nature. Pericarp means the fruit wall layer. The fruit is mainly categorized into three wall layers. Epicarp, outermost layer. Endocarp, innermost layer. In between, mesocarp. So, these three layers are commonly known as pericarp. In fleshy fruits, the pericarp is fleshy. Understand? The fruit wall, pericarp is become fleshy in fleshy fruits. In dry fruits, it is non-fleshy. It is dry. Okay. The fleshy fruits are again categorized into 5 types of fruits. What are they? Berry, pome, pepo, hesperidium, and drupe. 5 types. Next one. Dry fruits. This means non-fleshy fruits are again categorized into 3. What are they? Dehiscence fruits. That means these fruits are dehiscence, are break down into number of halves. And seeds are easily liberated from the breakdown fruit. This type of fruits are known as dehiscence fruits. Some dehiscence fruits are legume, siliqua, capsule. Another one, indehiscence fruit. This means the fruit is never open, not break down into number of halves. So seeds does not easily liberated from this indehiscence fruits. Okay. Some indehiscence fruits are cypsela, nut, and caryopsis. Okay, seeds are some physiological force wise or a decomposition or some birds and animals eating these type of fruits. Then after the seeds are liberated from this indehiscence fruit. Next one, schizocarpic fruits. This schizocarpic fruit means nothing but at maturity, the fruit is a dehiscence into mini mericarps, small fruit bits, mini mericarps. The type of fruits are known as schizocarpic fruits. One of the schizocarpic fruit is lumentum fruit. Let us in detail discussing about the simple fruits. Okay. The first one is berry. The first fleshy fruit is berry. It is developed from bi or multicarpellary syncarpous gynecium. Bi or multicarpellary syncarpous. That means carpels are united. This type of gynecium is developed into berry. In this, the fruit wall is distinguished into epicarp, mesocarp, and endocarp. Both meso and endocarps are fused to form a pulpy nature. Because of this reason, these meso and endocarps are edible parts in these berry fruits. Some examples are guava, grapes, and tomato fruits are the edible berry fruits. Fruit is pome. Okay, pome fruit. It is mainly developed from inferior ovary syncarpous gynecium. Next one, it is surrounded by the fleshy thalamus. You know already the false fruit. Thalamus is modified into false fruit. This means the edible fruit is false fruit. The innermost fruit is true fruit. It is a dry fruit. Okay. In this thalamus, except ovary, the remaining floral parts like thalamus is modified into become fleshy and edible part. So, in this pome fruit is one of the edible part is one of the false fruits, but innermost fruit is true fruit. So, the false fruit is fleshy, become fleshy due to the accumulation of food materials. So, this fruit is known as pome. Apple. Understand? Example, apple. Pome. You know, cucumis. It is mainly developed from unicarpellary, trilocular, syncarpous, inferior ovary. Unilocular, syncarpous, tricarpellary, inferior ovary. Okay, the fruit wall is distinguished into epicarp, mesocarp, and endocarp. Both meso and endocarps are fused to form a pulpy nature. The edible portion of this fruit is meso and endocarp. You know, some example, Cucurbidaceae family members. Fleshy fruit is Hesperidium. The Hesperidium fruit is a main character of the Rutaceae family members, citrus fruits. It is developed from multilocular, syncarpous, multicarpellary, inferior ovary is developed into Hesperidium fruit. The fruit wall is distinguished into epicarp, mesocarp, and also endocarp. Epicarp is a leathery and also volutin glands. Oil glands are present in this epicarp. Next one, mesocarp. It is a papery and also white in their color. Next one, endocarp. The endocarp is distinguished into edible juicy heads. Juicy heads. And placentation is axial placentation. Axial placentation. In this way, the axial placentated multicarpellary, multilocular, syncarpous inferior ovary is developed into Hesperidium fruit. You know, example, citrus. Another fleshy fruit, the last fleshy fruit is drupe. It is developed from one of the unilocular superior ovary of mono or multicarpellary gynoecium. Mono or multicarpellary gynoecium. And this best example, coconut and also mango. Okay, the fruit wall is distinguished into epicarp, mesocarp, and endocarp. In coconut, epicarp and mesocarps are the fibrary. And in mango, epicarp is leathery. And mesocarp is fleshy and also edible pot. Fleshy and also edible pot at the time of ripening. Next one, endocarp is stony. Both in coconut and mango, endocarp is stony. Next one, but in coconut, endosperm is edible pot. In coconut, endosperm is the edible pot. In mango, the mesocarp is edible pot. Both in endocarps are stony. Because of this reason, these fruits are known as drupe. Example, mango and coconut. Dry dehiscence fruit are legume, siliqua, and capsule. The first one is legume. It is the characteristics of the Leguminosae family. This means Fabaceae family fruits are legume fruits. The legume fruits are developed from unilocular, monocarpellary, of superior or of inferior ovary. The fruit is break down into dorsiventral and gives two equal halves. Then after, the seeds are liberated from this. This type of fruits are known as legume fruits. Example, Fabaceae member fruits like Dolichos labla, Phaseolus mungo, Phaseolus aureus. This type of fruits are known as legume fruits. Is siliqua fruit. It is the characteristics of Brassicaceae family members. Brassicaceae family members. The fruit is developed from bicarpellary Syncarpus gynoecium. Bicarpellary, bilocular or multilocular Syncarpus gynoecium. The fruit is narrow and long. Basically, the ovary is unilocular. Due to the presence of a false inducium, the ovary shows bicarpellary because of the false inducium. This false inducium is known as rhiplum. Understand? The seeds are attached to this rhiplum. At the time of maturity, the seed is break down into one side to another side. Okay, the seeds are liberated from this rhiplum. This means at the time of maturity, the rhiplum is dorsiventrally break down and released seeds from these fruits. You know some example: Siliqua, Brassica, Brassicaceae family members. Dry dehiscence fruit is capsule. The capsule is developed from uni or multilocular, superior or inferior, bi or multicarpellary Syncarpus gynoecium. Understand? At the time of maturity, the capsule is break down into member of halves in different ways. So this type of fruit is known as capsule. You know, some examples are datura, metal, and also cotton. Dry indehiscence fruits. Okay, the first one is Cypsella. This Cypsella fruit is a one-seeded fruit. Remember this one? One-seeded fruit. This one is Cypsella. Next one, it is mainly developed from bicarpellary unilocular Syncarpus inferior ovary. Bicarpellary unilocular Syncarpus inferior ovary. It is one of the specialized character is present in this fruit. This means the pappus-like structure. The pappus-like structure is one of the modification of calyx. The calyx is modified into pappus-like structure. So this fruit is easily moved with the air currency. This type of fruit is one of the most characters of the family. This one is Asteraceae family. Asteraceae family members. Example, Tridox procumbens and also Tagetes. Dry indehiscence fruit, that one is nut. Okay, in this this fruit is developed from bi or multicarpellary unilocular Syncarpus superior ovary. You know already cashew nut. It is one of the false fruit. That means that the fruit is developed from pedicel. This one is a pedicel fruit. Okay, the pedicel is become fleshy and succulent and also edible. It is known as false fruit. The true fruit is at the tip of the false fruit. That one is nut. It is developed from the time. This one is the actual fruit. This one is a false fruit. The true fruit of nut is developed from bi or multicarpellary unilocular syncarpous superior ovary. And this the fruit of the pericarp is stony. The stony pericarp is present. The pericarp, that means mesocarp, endocarp, and epicarp. The three are commonly known as pericarp. The pericarp is in this fruit stony. Understand? Another one is pericarp and seed coat. Pericarp and seed coat both are free in this nut fruit. Example, you already know Anacardium occidentalis, cashew nut. Caryopsis. It is also dry indehiscence fruit. It is especially found in Poaceae family members. Poaceae family members. The pericarp and seed coats are both fused with one another. And it is a single-seeded dry fruit. Which one is a single-seeded dry fruit? The Caryopsis is a single-seeded dry fruit. Example, some cereals and milts are the best example to the Caryopsis. Schizocarpic dry fruits. In the schizocarpic fruits, the first one is lumentum fruit. In this lumentum fruit, especially found in Mimosaceae family members. In this, the fruit is developed from monocarpellary gynoecium. At the time of the maturity, the fruit is distinguished into dehiscence into many fruitlets. Many fruitlets. These are called mericarps. Mericarps. Okay. These fruits are found in commonly the members of the family Mimosaceae. Okay. The seed is break down at the time of maturity into some small bits. These bits are called mericarp. It is very, very important. Mericarp. Okay. Example, Acacia melanogela and also Mimosa species like Mimosa pudica. Touch me not. One is aggregative fruits. Okay, these aggregative fruits are true fruits which are developed from the ovary of multicarpellary apocarpus gynoecium. Multicarpellary apocarpus gynoecium. This means the ovary each carpel developed into fruitlets. Ovary each carpel is developed into fruitlets. This means the fruitlets, the ovules are present on the receptacle or peduncle, not pedicel, peduncle. So every flower, this means every floret or flower is developed into a small fruit-like structure. These are called fruitlets. This means these fruitlets are developed on receptacle or peduncle. Okay, the fruit is mainly developed from multicarpellary apocarpus gynoecium. Apocarpus gynoecium. Next one, uh, all the fruitlets are aggregated with one another on the receptacle to form a single aggregative fruit, a single aggregative fruit. On the basis of the nature of this aggregative fruit, these are furtherly divided into three types. What are there? Heteroarchia, heteroachenes aggregative fruits. Example, Nervilia and Nelambo. Nervilia and Nelambo. Another one, Heteroberries, Polyalthia and Atraboteries. Polyalthia and Atraboteries. Another one, Heterodrupe aggregative fruits. Example, Rubus and Magnolia. These are the some examples of aggregative fruits. Remember one thing, the aggregative fruits are developed from multicarpellary Apocarpus gynecium. Every fruit is developed from the single floret or single flower. It is modified into a small fruit-like structure. It is known as fruitlets. Number of fruitlets are arranged on the receptacle and a common axis, receptacle or peduncle of the fruit. In this way, number of fruitlets are developed on the receptacle and forms a single multiple fruit, a single aggregative fruit. A single fruit, it is known as aggregative fruit. This means fruitlets are aggregated each other. These fruitlets are easily detached with one another because the fruit is developed from multicarpellary Apocarpus gynecium. Okay, these are the examples. Compound fruit. These are also called multiple fruit, also known as compositive fruit. Okay, these compound or compositive or multiple fruits are mainly developed from multicarpellary Syncarpus gynecium. This means fruitlets are not detached each other; they are completely fused with one another and forms a single fruit. These compositive or multiple fruit is mainly developed from spike inflorescence or spadic inflorescence and also catkin inflorescence. Some examples, these compositive fruits are furtherly divided into two. There are Pseudocis and Cinchonus. Okay, Pseudocis, it is a multiple fruit which is developed from spadix, spike and catkin inflorescence. Okay, the fruitlets are not detached to each other. Some examples are Artocarpus, Morus, and Ananas sativus, and Casuarina. These are the best example to the Pseudocis, compositive or compound or multiple fruit. Cinchonus. The Cinchonus fruit is developed from especially Hypanthodium inflorescence. The ficus members are consist Hypanthodium inflorescence. This inflorescence is modified to form Cinchonous fruit. Cinchonous fruit. It is a multiple fruit which are developed from Hypanthodium inflorescence, and the peduncle is developed into a halo. Peduncle is developed into a halo structure. Halo structure. The female flowers and male flowers and gall flowers are arranged in this halo space. This type of fruit is known as cinchonous fruit. Example, Ficus limbus. False fruits. You know already, false fruits are mainly developed except fertile ovary. The remaining floral parts like thalamus and pedicels are modified to form false fruits. In thalamus, in Phyros malus, apple. In the apple, inner portion fruit is a dry fruit. It is a true fruit. But outerly, the fleshy natured fruit is known as false fruit. It is mainly developed from the thalamus of the inflorescence. Thalamus of the flower. Thalamus of the flower is modified to form a fleshy nature. It is an edible part. So, in the Phyros malus apple, which one is the edible part? Thalamus is the edible part. Okay? Phyros malus. It is one of the fast food. The peduncle of the Anacardium accidentalis, cassia nut. The peduncle, that means inflorescence axis, is become fleshy and succulent and also edible part. It is a false fruit. This one is a false fruit. The actual fruit is nut. But the pedicel of the flower becomes succulent and fleshy. It is edible. It is a false fruit. In this way, the false fruit of Anacardium accidentalis peduncle. One, parthenocarpic fruit. Parthenocarpic fruit means the fruit is developed from unfertilized ovary. Without fertilization, the ovary is converted into fruit. The type of fruits are known as parthenocarpic fruits. Okay. Before the fertilization or unfertilized ovary is formed to fruit. So, the ovules are not fertilized. The ovules are not converted into seeds. Hence, these fruits does not consist any seeds in their structure. So, seedless fruits are mainly developed fruits. The type of fruits are known as parthenocarpic fruits. You know, the best example seedless fruit is banana. Musa paradisiaca. Banana fruit is a seedless fruit. These are the different types of fruits.